Hello guys, I'm Tim with the Earl with Earl Sports Bets, and I'm joined here with Nicholas Earl, and we will be talking over some from NFL, and we're going to continue the Earls versus Girls segment. The girls are crushing us. Destiny 26-18-1, Sydney 25-19-1, and then me and you down here hoping to get back to even 500 soon. It's been a rough couple of weeks. For you, Nick, it's been a rough season, but we are hopefully can bounce back and at least make this competitive down the stretch because this doesn't even look close. Now we'll go ahead and jump into the two. I'll start with Destiny's picks, and then I'll go over mine. I'll let you go over Sydney's and yourself. Everybody loves the Colts. Makes sense. I personally have them bet too. Everybody loves the Commanders. Makes sense. I have them bet too. I originally had Colts and Commanders, I will say, part of my thing, but I switched them off because I saw you guys all had them. So I'm like, yeah, let's because you could switch around picks right up until when we record a video. I'm like, yeah, if I want to try to catch up, I feel like the best way to do that is to not have everybody's picks. So Colts and Commanders, I like. The Chargers are actually a 7. I never fixed that, but Chargers -7 versus that bad Titans team makes sense. I'm against her on the Lions pick, but she's going with the Lions. I don't blame her. The Lions are the best team in football, or one of. 3.5 points seems like a short line, and then laying 1.5 with the Rams. I'm on the Rams as well. One thing I did feel okay with, though, Nick, is I kind of correlated with you more because I matched up your Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville tomorrow. I think it's just too wide of a spread versus the Vikings. I could see the Vikings winning. Just I don't see them covering the 7. I like the Dirty Birds. Remember when the Saints were 2-0? Yeah, they're 2-7 now. They just look like shit, so I'm going to keep fading them. I'll say my favorite play of the week is the Dallas Cowboys +7.5. Because it's Cooper Rush, right? Cooper Rush is still the guy there. Yeah,
Cooper Rush season.
And I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, the Eagles are a decent sized favorite, and the Cowboys won outright.
Bengals.
Oh, it was the Bengals game, and the Cowboys won outright.
Yep. It went from like a pick'em to a +7, +7.5 for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I looked at this one. If Dak Prescott's in, which Dak Prescott out for the year, if Dak Prescott's in this game to pick him, right? You pick him in Dallas. You don't think it would be a pick him in Dallas?
I would have it Dallas +3.
All right. Well, then I'm getting 4.5 points of value. But Dallas is my favorite play of the week. Texans +3.5. I'm against the Lions on this one. Texans coming off of a ugly loss on a Thursday night football game. Had extra time to prepare for this one. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them. And I'm taking the Rams because I'm not a big person on this Dolphins team. This is not a good Dolphins team, even with Noodle Arm. I think the Rams have a really good chance to win the division, them competing with the Cardinals. So I took the Rams -1.5. Nick, go ahead with your picks and Sydney's picks.
Yeah, Sydney and I agree on the Colts here. So her first pick is the Colts. Her second pick is the Commanders, which I also agree with there. Eagles -7.5. She ain't buying into the back the injury report or fade the injury report theory there, Tim. Laying it with the Eagles. Also laying it with the Bears. I almost did that as well because the Bears are a team that you would want back at home and not on the road. They're at home. This is a spot where who wants to lay 6 points with the Bears? They are playing the Patriots. So, yeah, there's that. And the Lions 3.5. I would agree with her more on the Lions than you with the Texans. I'm also very, very, very high on the Detroit Lions. And I think the Texans are frauds. I think they're a fraudulent team. So I would look more towards Detroit in that spot. I think them being 3.5 point road favorites is a little bit telling. But for me, Colts, love this spot for the Colts. They're coming in off of the bad loss, or coming in off the loss against Indianapolis or against Minnesota last week. You have the Bills coming in off of that back and forth game against the Dolphins last week. And who do the Buffalo Bills play next week? The Chiefs. They play the Chiefs next week. This is a massive look-ahead spot for them. I'm also on the Jaguars, plus a 7. This line, I believe, was a 4.5, and it went to a 7. 2024 Trevor Lawrence is not worth 3 points down to Mac Jones. Plain and simple there. I'll take the full touchdown in this spot. Commanders, minus 2.5. I like this spot. The market's moving in my direction. More tickets are on the Steelers. I think Steelers a little bit of a public dog there. The first play that I bet this week, and the only free pick video I've done in the NFL so far this week, give me the points with the Broncos in this spot. I think this is way too many points for the Chiefs to be laying. I faded the Chiefs last week laying over a touchdown. I think I faded them the previous week laying over a touchdown, and they didn't cover neither of those games. And I think this is a very similar spot to that as well. The Broncos coming in off of that bad loss. And then probably my least favorite play of them all, because this was a tricky slate. I don't like a lot on the slate. I threw the Jets in there. I'm not a fan of this one, but the market was moving in my direction there a little bit. But, I mean, this would be the last – I mean, I really didn't know where else to go. So I threw the Jets in there just to have a 5th pick. So that's probably my least confident of them, of the 5 for sure. But for me, that's where I'm going for this week.
There you go. That is all the picks for Sunday on NFL. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Mina can make a comeback and take over the girls? Do you think the girls are just going to keep spreading out their lead? Let us know in the comment section down below. Till next time, let's have some fun. Let's make some money in the NFL. Good luck, guys.